Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over our sets for Monday, and we're going to be showing some more games. Everyone said they wanted to see more sets, and they also said they wanted to see more, I guess, losing sets. So I'm going to put in 3 sets here. It's going to be a 3-2, a 4-1, and a 2-3, just to show some of the losses and why we lost them. Sometimes it's user error, but a lot of the times it's like a lost lead with a counter in the back and then just, a snowball into a loss, which happens. So if you want to see more content, definitely hit that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into the video as quickly as we can here. It's going to be Rhyperior, Togekiss, and Dragonite. Alright, so I think the first 2 games that we played actually got corrupted. And so this is game 3 in the set. Forgot where we're at. This is obviously a really bad lead for us. But both my Pokemon in the back can beat it, so hopefully I can win the secondary matchup. But yeah, running into Togekiss, obviously this is a hard counter. What I want to do here is probably Hurricane. Togekiss definitely never blocks this because they know we can come back in with a counter usually in the back, like a Metagross. So what I like to do is come in with Rhyperior and farm all the way down. It's a little interesting farming down a flyer with a ground move, but it actually works pretty well. So yeah, we're just going to farm it down. We're going to lose a lot of HP in this process, but Machamp's already a bad matchup, like I said. So we want to be able to throw this and hopefully get into the back matchup. The switch timer was coming up pretty quick here. So Machamp takes it, we switch to the back matchup, and it's Snorlax. This is really good for us. What we should do is probably shield at least once on the Snorlax, so I'm just going to shield the first one. And maybe think about shielding twice. It really depends because the Rock Slide is going to do a lot. And what I'm going to do here is just fish for the boost. They still have a shield. They still have 2 shields, I think, yeah. So we need to start getting rid of those shields just in case. Because if Togekiss does actually go down to Snorlax, we need to make sure that they don't have shields for Machamp, because the Rhyperior is just going to get destroyed by the counter damage, right? So he switches into Machamp here, and we have the move ready, so I'm throwing it. He's definitely going to shield. Actually, I think we KO'd the Machamp, right? No, we didn't. So interesting that I threw there. Oh, because he still got the shield. Yeah, our opponent played this really well, I remember now. So they didn't want to get farmed all the way down, and I was afraid of how close this Machamp was to a Rock Slide. But what I definitely should have done was just stayed in and let him Rock Slide, because then Machamp could have farmed down. So clearly a mistake made by me. Hopefully I learned from that and can do better in the next Machamp lead. So Metagross, obviously this is a really good lead. It's not as good as you would think. They could actually stand for the 2 shield if they wanted to. But we get a little bit of farm when he swaps into Machamp, because I know I'm just going to be able to farm this all the way down anyways, with it only getting 1 Rock Slide off. Yep, and then it's fine taking that Rock Slide there, obviously, because when Metagross comes in, you're not going to want to get farmed down from like half HP, or from like 70% HP. You'd rather get farmed down from 25. And they usually shield the Flamethrower. I say usually, sometimes they actually don't, which is interesting. Sometimes I think they think that you're baiting, but if you don't have to bait in that situation, you're probably never going to do that, right? So we get back into this matchup, and he can't switch out, so we're throwing the Surf right now. Interesting that he didn't shield. And with the Swampert in the back, all we have to do is farm down. And even if this Swampert has Sludge Wave, it's just not going to be enough. Dragonite's good against both of the Pokemon in the back here, and it's taking resisted damage from Hydro Cannon. But it actually was a Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave would do something about 40-45% of your HP on Dragonite. So you could live 2. You'd be really close to getting KO'd, but you could. And yeah, like I said, Hydro Cannon, even though it's a very strong move, it is resisted. So, and our opponent still has a shield here, which is why I'm not throwing off that Dragon Claw. I kind of just want to farm down, and in the match like that, no use in giving your opponent a chance, even though technically I realize there's not really a chance there, but just in case he had more energy or something like that, you're going to want to play the correct way, even in the situations where it doesn't matter. So Dragonite, I come in with Dragonite. It was a little slow, but that's fine. We want to get the Hurricane off. It's going to do a lot of damage, and hopefully leave this Metagross in farm range for Rhyperior to hopefully get up to a Stone Edge, and then probably want to bait the Dragonite on the other side. So I actually don't think this is enough to farm all the way down, and I think our opponent actually might have undercharged that to get the extra bullet punch in on Metagross to have a little bit more energy. So we only got 2 hits there. I'm going to try to go up to where Rock Wrecker usually is, which is, I think, 1 past Surf. Yep, and then throw, hoping to catch a shield here. And then also hoping to elongate that timer, so we do get the shield advantage. And he comes in with Magnezone. And I go for the bait here because I really need to take the shield, but I think our opponent actually calls this bait because we didn't even go up to the flamethrower, so there was no need for them to do anything there. And then I was hoping for the mirror shot there, but no avail, because this is going to be super hard now because Dragonite, we need to actually make it all the way to a Stone Edge. And they're definitely going to be able to make it to a second Dragon Claw before we can get to a Surf and a Stone Edge. But we're going to go for it anyways, and hope for the best. Might even be able to get to another Surf here, actually, but I don't think a Surf's going to be enough because it's resisted, and Surf's a little less damage than Hydro Cannon anyways. And we saw Hydro Cannon only did about 20%, and this Dragonite has something about 30% HP left. So, fourth game. Oh no, wait. This is the second set. That first set I went 3-2. And this is actually the second game in the second set. Sorry about that. So we start off with that loss, and we get the good lead here. And Gyarados is obviously weaker than Dragonite, so as long as you match shields, you're going to be good here. Your Dragon Breaths technically are doing more damage because of Stab, but then they also have super effective Dragon Breaths, but without Stab, and they also have a lot less HP and defense. So we actually are fine taking that loss. I think I'll probably come back in with Rhyperior and try to farm down. Oh no, we're going straight into Togekiss. And they actually switch out, which is a interesting play here. So I'm up a shield. I'm going to go for the boost here. I think I actually go for the boost too much, to be honest. Ancient Power really doesn't do a lot of damage, and it's only a 10% chance for the boost, so yeah. It's going to be rough to actually get that boost. So yeah, you will beat this this Snorlax, and we know in the back that there's the Gyarados as well as an unknown Pokemon, their own Rhyperior. Nice. And we have a shield, so I'm probably just switching straight into Rhyperior right now. Just going to throw this Surf, and if they actually throw a Surf, we'll be able to shield, farm this down, and then hopefully be able to farm down the Dragon Breath Gyarados. So yeah, it resists the Mud Slaps, but it doesn't matter. Just damage over time. It was already so low, and it's not very bulky in general. So the way I like to play the Togekiss matchup out is I don't like to switch because Togekiss is actually really good against both Pokemon in the back. It has a neutral matchup against our Togekiss and a super effective matchup against our Dragonite. I like to go all the way up to the Stone Edge, throw the Surf. They almost always shield. One person actually didn't shield, and I think that was in one of these sets, so we might see that. But 9 out of 10 times they shield, and then you can always make it to this Stone Edge if you shield a Flamethrower. But technically, they could throw Aerial Ace or Ancient Power, and then you'd make it to that Stone Edge, even without shielding, which is kind of crazy, because if they do Flamethrower you, you will lose. So probably shield just to be safe, and you usually end up getting both shields, and then I like to shield here on Togekiss and farm down, because even if they bring in a Steel type, I'll definitely have that Flamethrower almost ready, and it's going to do a ton of damage. You can switch out into Dragonite to try to finish it off with the fast moves. But this is a Swampert, so I think I'm just going to switch straight away, taking the good elemental matchup, and it's kind of weird that he stays in. So at this point, you're thinking he's either got a Dragonite of his own, doesn't want to lose because of the advantage to the Dragon Claw, or has a Garchomp, right? So he ends up taking us out, but what is he going to do? We have Togekiss here. It's going to take one charm to take it out. I think it's the Dragon Claw, and as long as we don't get Hydro Cannon, we're good. But let's see if our opponent gets to the Hydro Cannon. I forgot how low they were. One more. Oh, nice. We got that one. Oh, and it's Texas Ranger Fan, the local hero. And yeah, we get the bad lead here. I like to come into Dragonite in this matchup. And he switches out, which is really good for us. We're going to go for the Hurricane really quick here. And he told me after the game he played the exact same team right after, and he decided to stay in with the Dragonite, and he ended up winning that game really easily. And that's just very true. Like, if you switch in the Dragonite into another Dragonite, they're going to be ahead of you, and they dictate the pace of the game because they can just block your move. So pretty standard stuff here. The Metagross gets farmed down by the... I don't think a Dragon Claw is actually going to KO this Rhyperior here, so I'm going to get this Surf off, which is going to hopefully bait the shield out. And then I'm probably going to switch. So it seems like a lot of things happen the same way in a lot of games is throw off the bait, switch into the counter, and then he has Gyarados here in the back, so we're going to be good here. We're going to use all the shields here on Togekiss. Yeah, these waterfalls are doing massive amounts of damage, but so are the charms, right? And don't get the boost again. But actually, Ancient Power is definitely the move you're going to want to throw at Gyarados. It's super effective, whereas the Flamethrower is resisted from the water typing, obviously. So yeah, we'll definitely get another Ancient Power here, and it'll KO the Dragonite. So we're really good against flyers in the back, in general, except Togekiss in the back could be a problem. But, oh, we got the boost. It didn't matter. This is a rank 10 player, so something we're striving to get to. I don't know if we're really gaining spots. We're kind of staying exactly the same after each day, which kind of sucks. But there's going to be a new team we're going to try tomorrow. I'm probably going to stream on Twitch tomorrow at 5 Central, so if you want to catch that, definitely hit me up. I think I'm going to try a new team. I'm not going to say what it is here, but there'll definitely be a video of it tomorrow, unless I do just really bad. And then no coaching session today, so it's a pretty lazy day today, I guess. I just played my sets after work, and now I'm making this video. All right, Magnezone coming in. We're down a shield, and this is obviously not the best matchup. I'm just going to probably let my Dragonite go. I think we have 2 Dragon Claws here, and we're just going to put some damage in. Oh, no, we just have 1. Hopefully we get to this one. We do not. I'm definitely not going to shield. We still have Rhyperior, I think, right? Yeah. So they switch out into Dragonite. We have Togekiss, and this is a wrap. What we could do is shield Togekiss here, but it's not necessary. Yeah, we're probably gonna get... Ooh, actually, we're probably gonna get farmed down. We should throw a move. Oh, no, he has 2 shields, so what we're doing is just farming down. Yeah, we're gonna shield this, even if it's Mirror Shot. The only thing we're super afraid of would be Flash Cannon, and not a lot of Magnezone run Flash Cannon. I have run into one, and it did one-shot my Rhyperior. But, yeah, usually they run Mirror Shot, which does only, like, 30% damage, even though it's super effective. It's just a very weak move in general. I think it does have, like, a 12% chance to lower your attack, which would suck, but you don't see that too often either. So that was the 4-1, and I think this is going to be a 2-3. So you saw we had a good starting matchup. I came into Togekiss here. It's going to be pretty easy to farm this down and hopefully get up to a Flamethrower. We're going to get hit by the Hurricane, go down to like 15% HP. Oh, it was a Dragon Claw. Interesting. So I think he wanted it to be alive longer for Metagross to farm all the way down. So what I should have done here, I think, is go for the Ancient Power. They're probably shielding anyways. And it gives us a chance to get to another Flamethrower, because if we shield here, they know we're not making it to another one. They're safe to farm us all the way down. Our opponent played this really well because it's forcing us to use our shields here on Rhyperior. Now, we do have the Surf here on Rhyperior because we did swap in a little slow, so that might be enough to take his shield pressure away as well. Am I shielding this? Now that I think about it, probably just let it go and let Dragonite just go to town on whatever's in the back. Probably this is fine anyways. I think Haxorus has Dragon Claw, but that's not going to do too much damage. Probably going to do like 30%. I have seen a few Haxorus. Oh my god, it does like 50%. Wow. I guess Dragonite's a little squishy as it is. But this Metagross is pretty low. I think we're going to end up taking this game. Because there's no way they farm us down, and we get to another move anyways. They basically tried to double up on Meteor Mash because that was their only chance to victory, but I actually thought we were going to lose that game. So there's a lot of games like that where opponents do outplay us. I don't know how to fix that, but I guess the only thing is to bait with Togekiss onto the Metagross, but I don't feel like that's even the best idea. What I started like doing against the Snorlaxes is throw the Surf into them, let them get a little weakened, and then bring in usually Dragonite. So this Dragon Claw doesn't KO, but it would bring it down to basically farm range, and even if this has Outrage, it wouldn't necessarily KO us. I think Outrage only does like 70%. I think it actually does like 85%, but that's not enough to KO us. But he actually got to his second move here, and I think it was an Outrage? No. Second Body Slam. So yeah, we farm down. He's going to come in with Metagross. Probably going to farm us down, but I think we can get to... Okay, we got to the Hurricane. We'll see if he shields or not. He has like 1.5. So this might be one of the games I'm talking about. This is another game where Metagross came in and farmed down our back Pokemon, which really sucks because Rhyperior can't really take a shot. Oh, this is interesting. I think he's going to go for a double defense drop here, I think. Santum? I forgot the name of the move. I think he's going to do that. Go for the double defense drop and then bring in Metagross and try to farm all the way down. So this is another game where I would hope that I go for the bait. Nope. So this is going to be rough. I almost can guarantee you he can get to 2 Meteor Mashes once. Oh! Our opponent didn't shield. Interesting. He must have thought the only way we get there is if we bait, and then we didn't end up baiting, which is weird. Okay, so Magnezone is an insanely good lead. Dragonite, hopefully coming in with Togekiss. Yep. We're going to take the Hurricane. If this is Dragon Claw, I'll probably just stay in this matchup for a few seconds. I'm going to let... Oh, the second Dragon Claw? So I think here I actually stop attacking to try to wait out the switch timer a lot. I know he's not going to make it to another one until like right now, so then I'll throw a move right here. I just don't want the Metagross to be able to farm me all the way down, but what I should go for here is definitely... Ooh, but this is going to be a mirror shot, but it's definitely going to KO us here, which sucks. Man, I should have thrown that move. And then they catch the Surf here, but Togekiss in the back. Oh, but we only have the Dragonite, so yeah, this is game. 2 shields to 2 shields. Togekiss in the back is pretty painful for us. We don't really have clear answer to Togekiss in general, so we need it to be in that starting matchup so that we have the energy advantage on Rhyperior, but obviously we didn't have that in this game. What I'm probably going to do in this game is double shield. I guess Togekiss doesn't do too much. I'm going to try to farm down from like 30%. I don't know. This felt like the only thing I could do. Probably should have shielded the the Ancient Power, but it technically wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, with 2 shields, Rhyperior is just not going to get there. He's too slow to get to energy, right? Close, though. Really close to taking it out. All right, 4th game here in our last set. Oh, this is a long one. All right, you guys know what I like to do here. Oh my gosh, is this the guy who outsmarted me? Yeah, I like to go up to the Stone Edge, throw the Surf. 9 out of 10 times they shield this, but I know someone in one of these sets didn't shield it. It wasn't this guy. But so we'll go for the Stone Edge here and just go for the shield advantage because I'm going to shield this. Oh, this is the one time. Okay, this is why I know Flamethrower is the one thing that devastates you because this is the one time I didn't go for it. And the Flamethrower almost KO'd me. And we didn't get the shield on the Surf. So we do have 2 shields. So I'm going to come in with Togekiss. Probably shield an Ancient Power if they get to 1. And then I guess, safe swap into Dragonite. What's really going to be a problem here is a Metagross, but luckily this is a Snorlax. So what's in the back? What do we think can be in the back, right? Probably a Dragonite or Garchomp. A lot of people have been running Garchomp recently. And I'm probably not going to shield this. I'm going to go down to like 15% HP. Come in with Snorlax. Not Snorlax. Come in with Dragonite and hope what's in the back is like a I don't know, his own Dragonite, I guess, is fine. Or Swampert's fine as well. It's kind of interesting that he hasn't swapped out, so I decided to shield this because it feels like it's an Earthquake. And he actually has Excadrill here in the back, which is going to be tough for me. But Excadrill has Rock Slide, so it's going to be super effective against both my Mon, but it has Mud Slap, so it's going to be very... It's going to take it a very long time to get to its moves. So I don't think it's going to be able to make it to both of these moves before I can KO it with fast attacks. And actually try to swap into Togekiss there to take the move. And then try to win with Dragonite's higher damage, especially since the Dragonite had more HP. And if we had done that, we might have had a chance, because it's possible we could have gotten to the Dragon Claw, but he barely gets there. Very good from our opponent. This guy's name was Spaghetti. Nice. Garchomp, not the best lead. I think we usually go into Dragonite here. Dragonite's damage is just going to be really good against it. This matchup's actually really not bad at all. Dragonite wins this because the Waterfall is resisted. So yeah, the Waterfall version of Gyarados is going to be a lot worse against Dragonite. And what I'm going to do here, I thought about just farming it down. But then I was like, you know what? He's not even going to throw a move. Let me just take the advantage because he already showed me a dragon in the back or in the front. So if this is his safe swap, then Dragonite actually might be really good here. So let me just try to get rid of this and get into the next matchup. It actually so happened to be a Metagross, so I'm going to do the thing that I usually do, go for the Hurricane here. I do think he has to throw on us. Him trying to farm down from here would be a little risky just because we have so much HP. I'm glad I was able to get that Hurricane off before his Meteor Mash because I'm definitely not going to shield there and would have just lost it for free. And yeah, coming back in with the Garchomp, and we come in with the Togekiss. We should be able to try to get to a Flamethrower for the Metagross, but we're definitely going to get double Sand-Tombed and have a really low resistance, or have a really low defense. So these bullet punches are going to be running through us. But we have a shield still, so we know we're not going to get Meteor Mashed. And we get to this Flamethrower, and this should KO, I believe. Yeah. So there you go. There was a 3-2, 4-1, and a 3-2. If you liked the fact that we showed a lot of losses in this one, go ahead and let me know. I know everyone's been messaging me saying make the videos longer, have more losses in there just so the audience can see those losses. So yeah, hopefully that's appeasing y'all. And if you like this, definitely hit that like button. It'll let me know to continue to do things in this type of way. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.